This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show, folks. And then there was one. Denver did exactly what I thought they would do last night, and they took their championship. They said, "Get over here," and they took it over. Is that what used to happen in that video game, Mortal Kombat? I forgot. But anyway, let's analyze. Miami was the underdog going into this series. Yes, they were. 8th seed. Fix the merch. The 8th seed. They said they were the 8th seed, and they said, you know what? They didn't care. Remember? Miami didn't care who was in front of them. Remember what he said? Jimmy Buckets, we don't care. We don't care who's in front of us. Yeah, that's true. They didn't. But if you ask what happened to Miami, Miami ran into a buzzsaw. That's what happened to Miami. They ran into a buzzsaw in the dynamic duo, a.k.a. what I dub them, double trouble in Jokic, Nikola Jokic, and Jamal Murray. You know, the Miami Heat, and people they did not have the talent. They're doing it with smoke and mirrors. Look, listen, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, they are all stars. They are stars. And I'll tell you what, going into last night, I would have thought that we would have saw Tyler Hero sighting, at least for a decoy. And I get it. Well, it's his brand. You don't want to get hurt. I get it. You don't want to get hurt. It's not a knee. It's not an ACL. His contract is not up. He got his bread. He got paid. There's no reason. And again, look, this is just me, saying this. If I were the professional athlete, I would have tried to play. And this is somebody who's had a cortisone shot, and broken bones. Broke my fingers and things like that. So I'm not just saying it. Oh, you don't know what it means. Yeah. It's a hand injury. And look, listen, I know when you've got broken bones, it hurts. But when it heals, here's the thing. There's a window. Everybody's window is different, right? Doctor could say, 6 to 8 weeks. It may not be 6 to 8 weeks. Everybody's different. It may take 10. It took me a little longer to heal up when I was injured. But I say all of that to let you know that, everyone is different. Timetable. Look at the NFL. And as I said, the NFL. I've been talking a lot of basketball. Sidebar. I've been doing a lot of basketball. I mean, the NBA Finals was what was the hot button topic lately. But we definitely will cover other sports for sure. And look, listen, as I digress, if anybody has any ideas, topics you want to hear me talk about, let me know. I'm on the Twitter sphere at Sam I Analyze, Facebook at Sam I Analyze, and the Gram at Sam I Analyze. But let's go back to B-ball. When you go back to what happened to the Miami Heat, they ran into a well-oiled machine. They ran into a Denver Nuggets team that this was their time. I mean, they've been putting in their time. Mind you, Miami, 2 finals, 3 or 4 finals appearances, Eastern Conference Finals appearances. So it hurts. I know Miami Heat fans wish they were the ones hearing that one shining moment. Shout out to the NCAA, but it wasn't meant to be. Got to give it up. Got to give it up for the Denver Nuggets. Got to give it up for them. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to them. And to the MVP, Nikola Jokic. And, a guy from Serbia. The foreign, I'll tell you what, the foreign players are really putting themselves on the map these last few years. From Dirk to Giannis to Tony Parker to Manu. Now, I said, you see, I do have two things I want to mention, by the way. People ask, why the introduction with Sam from Uniondale? That's how I was known when I called ESPN, WFAN, and also when I was in a Fantasy Phenom, I was Sam from Uniondale. And so that's why I kept that. I mean, can that change? Of course. And à tout à l'heure, people, does Sam speak French? Bien sûr, je parle français. Of course I speak French. Hence, à tout à l'heure. That's why I put that in there. I was like, maybe I can do that. I can do that. Yes. So that's why I do it, folks. But back to your regularly scheduled program. The Miami Heat ran into a buzzsaw. Jokic and the international flavor of the NBA, they've been killing it. Giannis, Jokic, Tony Parker from years ago, Manu, and people don't even realize Jamal Murray. He's Canadian. So listen, they did their thing, and Denver's not going anywhere. And you've got to give kudos. Let's look at this infographic that I did have. You have to give much respect to what Joker and Murray did. Okay, Joker averaging 30.2 points a game, 58% from the field, 14 rebounds a game, 7.2 assists. And then you've got Jamal Murray, 21.4 points a game. These guys were killing it. This duo here, they were killing it. They gave Miami fits. And when you look at what happened to Miami, Bam and Jimmy averaged about 45 points a game. Yesterday, Butler had 21, Bam had 20. They were both a -3. So they didn't do well. And it wasn't meant to be. And Joker is the lowest drafted player to win Finals MVP. What a story, right? What a story. I always say this. It is not necessarily where you get drafted, but it's what you do with your opportunity. So Joker is no longer a joke. I mean, I don't even know why he's called that. I guess Jokic. But Jokic deserves his credit. He is a 2-time MVP, a Finals MVP, and he is now a world champion. And Mike Malone, he went out there and he said, we're not done. We're not done. Do you think this is the beginning of a dynasty? Will the NBA have any more dynasties? I mean, the way it's going to be very interesting because there's a new kind of salary cap, not salary cap, being the NBA is going to be implementing. So all the super teams and these guys making all this money, that's going to the wayside. So it's going to be really interesting to see. I mean, this team is young. Jokic under contract, Murray, all their stars under contract. So I don't know if this is the beginning of a dynasty because I still don't know if the Warriors are done. I don't know, although it would look like it. I don't know what the Lakers are going to do. Are they going to get Kyrie, Fred VanVleet, who's now available? Who knows? Are trades going to? I think there are going to be a lot of moving parts before you can say, oh, they're going to be a dynasty. But I will tell you this: going forward, they're definitely a force to be reckoned with in the NBA. But what do you say? Is this the beginning of a dynasty out there in Denver? By the way, Denver, I did hear about the foolishness that happened over there with the shootings. Knuckleheads who ruined it for everyone else. They're saying it was for anybody. I mean, could have been a bad drug deal, or 3 hours after the Nuggets clinched. I don't know, but I mean, this is the foolishness. I mean, if you can see, it's ridiculous, and hopefully everybody they did catch the knuckleheads who did this. Now, again, I'm on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, le Twitter, all of it. Follow, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. If you have any ideas on the show, what you'd like me to speak about or whatever, let me know. Have a good night, everyone. And as always, à tout à l'heure.